there's a difference in a personal Jesus and in a Jesus who is personal. Okay, a personal Jesus is a Jesus you construct for yourself. That's a Jesus made in your own image. That Jesus likes the things you like. He's angered by the things that anger you. He kind of acts the way you do. He might even speak towards people the way that you do. That is a personal Jesus. That is not what we're talking about. That's not what Scripture describes. Jesus is who Jesus is. He revealed himself through his word. He is the same. He does not change. But Jesus is personal because he relates to us. We sang earlier that he is the son of suffering. There is nothing in life we experience that Jesus doesn't have a context and an understanding for. Jesus knows what it's like to feel alone. Jesus knows what it's like to be betrayed. Jesus knows rejection. Jesus knows loss. Jesus knows pain and sorrow and disappointment. There's nothing we come up against in life that Jesus himself has not understood. And because of that, he is incredibly personal to us. John 10, 14 and 15, Jesus says this of himself, I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, I laid down my life for the sheep. Jesus knows his own, and his own know him. You can know Jesus. And it's my prayer that many of you know him. I don't mean just a head knowledge of, yeah, Jesus lived, he died on the cross, he rose from the dead, not just being able to recite some things about who he is, but knowing him through experience in your life, a confidence that says, yes, I know Jesus and he knows me. That is what salvation is all about, is this interrelatedness. So if by personal, when you tell people you have a personal relationship with Christ, if by personal you mean private, then let me tell you that's not biblical. You won't find anywhere on the pages of Scripture something telling you to have a private relationship with Jesus. It's a public relationship. It changes who we are. We become a new creation. That should be evident to those around us, not kept under a bushel. Our faith in Jesus is public. It's communal. It's also not individualistic. So if that's what you mean by personal as well, I have my relationship with Jesus, so I've been saved from my sin, and I don't really mess with anybody else. That's not biblical either. When you're saved, when you're bought with a price, you're saved into a community of faith, into a body of believers. But if when you're talking about Jesus being personal, you simply mean that he seeks communion with you, yes. Yes. Jesus came to seek and to save. All throughout the story of Scripture, we see that our Creator, through Jesus, has been desiring relationship with us. From the Garden of Eden all the way through to the end, to New Jerusalem, the idea that our Creator desires to dwell with, commune with, and relate with humanity in spite of our sin, in spite of our mess. Yes, that's pretty much the theme of Scripture. From start to finish, we have a God who desires communion with us. So much so that he would become flesh, that he would wrap himself in human skin, complete with all the nerve endings required to feel pain, knowing that his mission was to become the embodiment of our sin.